All right. Welcome to Selling Smart with Sarah Smith
and Jessica Vara.
We are both on the Multimedia team at Senior Market Advisors, or SMA for short. And we have never tackled a podcast before. And we are really, really excited about this. We're hoping you guys are as excited as we are. So we're just going to dive right in and see where this goes.
Yeah. So I guess why don't you tell everybody just who we are and why exactly we are starting this podcast.
Senior Market Advisors is a field marketing organization, or FMO. So we do the marketing for insurance agents and specifically Medicare insurance agents. And one thing that's special about us is we were developed by insurance agents for insurance agents. Our CEO, he was actually an agent himself.
Yeah.
And he really felt like the FMO model was broken. He really just didn't feel supported by his FMO at all. And he really didn't feel like the FMO was supporting the people, all the beneficiaries out in the field.
Mm-hmm.
So he opted to start his own FMO, and that's how SMA was born.
Yay, SMA!
We're very happy that SMA is here.
Yes.
We have jobs.
Yeah, for sure. Yes, I love SMA. And also, I just feel like everything you just said about, like our whole thing is serving the underserved. And you really see that it's from the core. I mean, it's how Jeff Pitta started this whole thing. So
yeah, serving the underserved really goes into everything we do, and that goes into both the agent and the consumer, which is one of the reasons why we're trying to launch this podcast. We know that as agents, you guys are always looking for new products, sales techniques, all those sorts of things. And we already provide a lot of webinar content. We have online trainings and other things like that. But we know that you guys are in the car a lot. And so we thought it made a lot of sense to launch a podcast because you guys are driving. And so that's a really easy way for you guys to absorb new content and all those sorts of things.
Definitely. And I think our goal with this podcast is to make it, Medicare isn't always the most fun. It can be a little dry at times. Yeah. And so our main goal is to just make sure that this is something that is entertaining as well as educational, and something that you will want to put on in the car as you drive from, meeting to meeting. And hopefully we will keep you awake.
That is our goal. That is definitely our goal.
Yeah, don't want people to fall asleep at the wheel.
Yes. And now time for an SMA Value Add. Are you an insurance agent or agency looking for extra marketing support, but not sure where to start? Senior Market Advisors can give you the tools you need to grow your business. Need leads? Use SMA Storefront to customize generic one-of-a-kind marketing materials. Have leads but no way to manage or quote them? Other FMOs may charge you for their CRM tool, but at SMA, we give you a personalized CRM account for free. SMA also offers free access to the CSG quoting tool. This tool can cost you thousands of dollars elsewhere, but with SMA, access is completely free. Not getting paid the commissions you deserve? SMA has strong relationships with each carrier, so you can always count on top-tier commissions. Interested in learning more? Visit us online at www.seniormarketadvisors.com/podcast or give us a call at 844-334-6066. So really, we just want to go over really quick what our goal is with this podcast, kind of what every podcast is going to look like. Sound like. I guess you won't be seeing anything. So every podcast is going to have an overview of what's going on in the industry, in the marketplace. For example, right now it's OEP, so we might talk a little bit about that. We're going to go into SEP, so we'll have information about SEP and what that means for you guys. And then, of course, we're going to go over some sales techniques, those sorts of things. Anything that's a Medicare-related topic, we're going to focus on. And then we're going to end every episode with some sort of motivational quote, or what we're going to try and do is bring in stories from other agents like you out in the field, things that really are feel-good stories to just keep you motivated and remind you why you're doing what you're doing.
Yeah, positivity.
Yes.
And with that being said, I guess we can go ahead and maybe share some of our own little positive things to end this one.
Yes, that sounds good. Yeah, this one's a really short one. We're really kind of just launching the podcast, going over how this podcast is going to work. So starting with that.
Yeah, so I believe in this one quote, like I want to live my life by it. It's a Maya Angelou quote, and it's be the rainbow in somebody else's cloud. And I just absolutely love that. I think that you never know like other people's stories and what they're going through. And so just to be that little like ray of sunshine or positivity in somebody's day, I think if you live every day by that, I think you could actually you could change the world probably.
You are definitely a ray of sunshine.
Oh, that makes me feel so good.
It's true. You're always so positive. It's wonderful.
Yay.
So one quote that I really try to live my life by is inhale the future, exhale the past. I actually created a painting around it. It's hanging in my bedroom. And I really love it because a lot of times I can dwell on the past. I can kind of focus too much on something bad that's happened. But it's really important to focus on the future. And you're going to have bad days. You as agents are going to have days where you maybe don't sell anything, right? But it's important to focus on the future, focus on what you can change and what you can make better, and set some goals and work hard to make tomorrow a better day.
Hakuna Matata.
Yes. What a wonderful phrase. So next week, we're going to be going over SEP since it is approaching fast. And so with that, we're going to be talking about low-income subsidies, or also known as LIS, also known as the Extra Help Program. So we're going to be going over the basics of LIS and how to qualify beneficiaries for it, and even how to actually host an event to try and find those LIS beneficiaries, because it can be more difficult to get leads during SEP. So with that, we're also going to, of course, end every episode with some motivational stories. So get excited for what's to come.
Great. So that concludes this podcast, which is super exciting. Podcast 1 is done. So if you're interested in being featured on our Ending in a Positive Note, you can actually visit us at www.seniormarketadvisors.com/podcast, and you can submit your stories there, and also just learn more about Senior Market Advisors if that interests you. Or you could give us a call at 844-334-6066. So we look forward to hearing from you.
Yes, we're so excited, guys. Thank you for joining us today.
All right. Thank you guys so much for joining us. We're super excited to have our first podcast done, and hopefully you guys will tune in for the next one. So thanks for joining us on
Selling Smart.
Woohoo!